You think say you sabi Naija music? Old school or new school? Come show yourself for Gusto Gets the Song. You go win better. Call the number wey dey appear for your screen so. Naija music come win money.
Guys, welcome to Gusto Reactions. Yet again, thank you so much for always liking and sharing. Please, before we continue with this video, like this video, comment on this video, also share, subscribe to the channel. Of course, do everything that you can to support the brand. We love you and we appreciate each and every one of you. Actually, you guys are the best. Today we've got WIZKID on the table, and of course Big Lala is a Big Wiz and Big Lala. WIZKID, I mean, there's so much we can talk about on WIZKID, and of course there's also so little that people don't know already, about what WIZKID has done this year. 2020 WIZKID released the Made in Lagos album, and for a lot of people, maybe they didn't gravitate towards that first, not until this year, and he's been doing quite a lot with it. Essence doing, the Lord's work. We'll come back to something else. What someone was saying about how can you have 14 songs and it's just one. That is a worldwide wave. All of that. I mean, now. Anyways, let's go to the topic of the day. WIZKID is on tour at the moment, and it seems he's doing the Lord's work at everywhere he goes to. WIZKID, why was WIZKID trending in Chicago last night?
He had a massive location for his tour.
Yeah.
And then it was crazy. I mean, from the clips I saw, like everybody there was having
a good time,
best time
of their life. Yes.
Yeah, and what I'm seeing so far from this tour is been hugely encouraging. I mean, a lot of these other Nigerian artists will be looking and be like, "Oh, this is exactly what I want. What I want to do." For someone to say I'm doing a North American tour, and the kind of crowds you're seeing at every location is just crazy.
Someone was talking about, tweeting about how traffic and everything has been everywhere. In Chicago, WIZKID is going to Chicago twice, and he's done the first one. Yeah. And a lot of tweets have been coming up. People talking about this person, this Temeji, saying, "Thank you so much, WIZKID. Best night of my effing life. Come back to Chicago. If WIZKID retweeted it, I feel faint." Another person is saying, the fans performing energy for WIZKID tonight at the sold out show yesterday at Aragon Ballon Ballroom, 5K capacity. WIZKID sold out a 5,000 capacity in Chicago. That's really massive. And of course, look at the crowd. A lot of people saying this definitely is a record for an African artist.
We've seen his performance in New York when
a
local said, "Oh, this is the first time we see people hyped up over Nigerian artists." And let's not forget, I think it was in Maryland.
Maryland.
Two straight nights before he went to Chicago.
In Chicago, yes.
These are hotspots of where there's a lot of Nigerians.
Yeah.
And then he's getting so much. I mean,
so much.
Not just from Nigerians, but from
so much.
People there are just having generally
so much.
a good time.
Yes.
These people have been starved off in Nigeria and come and perform in these cities. It's the first time in a while. And that's why there's so much people and they're enjoying themselves.
So there are two things right now. Is this a case of WIZKID, or the fact that it's been a while they've seen a Nigerian artist come to perform? Is it the WIZKID star power, or the fact that, it's been a while, let's just go to any show?
No. I think it's WIZKID star power. Regardless, I mean, at this level, regardless if we've seen a show, let's just go to any show, it has to be someone who is worth it, right? And Wiz right now is what that hype. They've called him they've called his song of the summer. Yeah. So regardless whether you're Nigerian or not, there's a lot of people looking forward to come and listen to WIZKID. Obviously, there are people in the crowd who will be like, what you came here to listen to Essence, are we?
Yeah.
But the
other
guys who know the other songs,
take over the
place.
Are there.
Yeah. And you see the electric, how the atmosphere is electric. And people are enjoying.
Definitely. Now this is WIZKID, in Chicago, getting hyped up, throwing water, doing every other thing and all of that. And of course, it says, a lot of people feel that Chicago has been his, like the best, hot spots for him. He threw one of these bottled water, and then then he held it. A lot of people actually getting really, really hyped for this. Tweets are still coming up, people saying, "Bro, did WIZKID just sell a 5K capacity in Chicago like it's a normal thing?"
Well, Wiz even bigger than someone is selling out 20K in the UK.
In the UK for 3 nights.
And in the UK, they didn't call it song of the summer. Why is it surprising that they're selling out 5K? If anything, obviously if you're given a chance, he would sell more. But
Exactly.
considering the amount of crowd he has performed to so far in this tour,
Yeah.
it's a huge feat. Every city he's touching, and if he's doing over 5K, 10K, 5K, it's dope. It's dope for him, dope for Africa.
I mean, this guy just keeps selling out all the venues that he's gone to. Maryland 2 nights, he sold all the 2 nights out. Of course, you know, Wale came on stage, you know, at that. New York as well. He's done another, you know, he did Boston as well. I mean, Boston was really, really great as well. Chicago is the latest one, and a lot of people feel this has been his best so far.
Well, if they say so, me, I know they there. I don't go buy me. I don't go buy me tickets. I don't want to go, so no problem. I did there, but from the videos I've seen, that was the most electric performance.
Exactly.
Doing this US tour.
5K.
And everybody looked like they had a good time.
Mm-hmm.
Me even watching it, say, like,
Yeah.
I did there or did the next one. But we'll go see, Sha.
Anyway, shout out to WIZKID, of course, Big Wiz doing what only Big Wiz, you know, can do at the moment. A lot of Nigerian artists, of course, are inspired by, you know, this one. Of course, Thames also is on tour and she's doing her own numbers as well. A lot of people actually getting really, really hyped. Afrobeat to the world is really, really becoming a thing. And WIZKID, you know, still smashing the numbers, still smashing the records, still doing really, really great performances and everything. And it seems to have really improved in this, you know, in the stagecraft. Like ever
What
since.
was wrong with the stagecraft?
No, I mean, a lot of people will say, oh, WIZKID, of course, will lip sync and all that. We had an issue, yes. No. Before.
In a year.
No, years back. Years back.
I know, but in a year that he's completely killed a YouTube live show.
Yeah.
Did it effortlessly.
Yeah.
You can't even reference the past.
The past.
Well,
Okay.
what did all Nigerian artists back then used to do?
Lip sync
Exactly.
actually. Lip sync actually.
When we know that a lot of people, he's one of the very few that come on stage
And kill it.
sing to a live
And
band.
kill it. And kill it. Yeah.
And
the host of them. Of course, shout out to WIZKID for doing, you know, that thing. Afrobeat to the world, of course, still very much a thing, and we hope that this encourages every other person. Guys, let's have your thoughts on WIZKID Chicago performance. Go to Twitter. This guy was trending on Chicago, #1 trending topic in Chicago for a long time during the show. Everyone in Chicago talking about this one. In fact, people said, Baba don't cause traffic everywhere. Everywhere just blocked because of a Nigerian artist in Chicago. I mean, that's really, really amazing to see. Yes, guys, let's have your thoughts on this one. Put your comment down below. We'll respond to some, if not all, your comment. We'll see you on the next one. Peace.